In the headlines, robbers storm supermarket, kill 4 persons in Abuja. Boko Haram attacks Chibok community again, kills 12 persons. Kidnapped Nasarawa local government chairman, 3 others regain freedom. On the foreign scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump appeals Maine primary ballot ban. These are the headlines on Trust News Updates. Hello there, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Abdullahi Ahmed. We start in Abuja as at least 4 persons were killed on Tuesday when rampaging armed robbers suspected to be assassins attacked a supermarket in Nigeria's federal capital, Abuja. Among those killed during the attack on the popular Abdullahi Supermarket in One Man Village near Mararaba was a staff of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Now, according to the reports, the CBN staff identified through his identity card as Daniel Adefemi Okunade. He was shot in the head at gunpoint and died on the spot. The identities of the 3 other persons killed during the attack are yet to be ascertained. According to eyewitness account, the attack, which seemed like a planned assassination, lasted less than 2 minutes, during which the CBN staff was shot dead. Now, the late Okunade was said to be returning from work when he was gunned down by the assailants. Meanwhile, the police operatives from New Nyanya Divisional Station have moved the corpses of the robbery victims to the Mararaba Medical Center mortuary in the area. In other news, 12 persons have been killed in a fresh Boko Haram attack at Gartamawa community in Chibok local government area of Borno State. The Borno State Police Command, while confirming the attack on Wednesday, said it happened on Monday evening. According to the police public relations officer, Nahum Dasu, 2 others were injured during the attack when the gunmen drove into the community in Hilux vans and motorcycles in large numbers, shooting sporadically. Though he did not provide further details of the attack, reports from residents indicate that the terrorists stormed the community armed with rifles and shooting at mourners on Monday. Some update in Nasarawa State, where the abducted local government chairman of Akwanga local council in the state, Safiyanu Isa Andaha, and 3 others abducted by suspected bandits have been released after the payment of 10 million naira ransom. The council chairman was released alongside his friend and 2 other persons. A close associate of the chairman said all victims were dropped behind an obsolete filling station on Bayan Duse Road in the outskirts of Andaha town. Now, he added shortly after their release that the victims were taken to the Federal Medical Center in Kefi for medical attention. The federal government has banned 18 foreign universities operating in Nigeria, describing them as degree mills, warning Nigerians to avoid enrolling in such institutions. Now, the directive affected 5 universities from the United States, 6 from the United Kingdom, and 3 Ghanaian tertiary institutions. Also, the Federal Ministry of Education on Tuesday announced a temporary suspension of evaluation and accreditation of degree certificates from the Republic of Benin and Togo. Announcing the ban in a statement published on its website, the National Universities Commission explains that the federal government closed down the affected universities because they had not been licensed. Well, all of that is in the build-up and reaction to an explosive investigative reporting that has been done by a reporter of the Daily Nigerian exposing the certificate racketeering across some of these universities in Benin Republic. And he joins us now via Zoom. Umar Audu, an investigative reporter, joins us to shed a little bit light on his blockbuster investigative reporting. Umar, thank you very much for joining us on the news update. Congratulations on the wonderful piece that you've put together. Just take us through the information you had prior to doing that investigative piece, and also what more you have unveiled as a result of that investigation.
All right. Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. So, like I've said in my previous interviews, what motivated me or the organization to carry out this investigation? Hello, are you with me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go
So,
ahead.
what motivated me to carry out this investigation is the feedback we got from many Nigerian students who were lamenting that they had colleagues in the university who were either expelled or dropped out for one reason or the other. So, and after some time, they see these guys wearing NYC uniforms serving their fatherland. So, and that raised our curiosity to dig deeper to find out what is actually going on, where the problem lies, who are behind these things that is the standard of our education and the image of the country.
And what can you tell us about the scale of this racketeering, for instance? Is yours an isolated case? Because from the school, which apparently is at the heart of this investigation, they're making it look like this is an isolated case that the school is completely unaware of. Is it, first of all, an isolated case? If not, what is the scale of this certificate racketeering?
What I know for a fact is that this thing is very common in universities in Cotonou and Benin Republic. In Cotonou and Togo, because I got offers from Togo as well. But I saw the statement issued by the university disowning me, saying I'm not in their list of students. Again, I think that they were only trying to be clever by half, and that statement, as I said, is self-indicting. Because I mean, how did my name get to the Ministry of Education, for example? Because definitely it has to be forwarded from the school to the ministry, then from the ministry to the NYC. So, and again, during our physical evaluation, I saw a lot of people who graduated from Benin Republic were having issues, serious issues, uh, getting their physical and online evaluation, because a lot of things they didn't meet most of the requirement, and NYC definitely will not allow you to, will not get you cleared if your requirements are incomplete. But these guys, once NYC come up with maybe an initiative to tackle these things, they find a way to beat the system. And that was also the route which I took to beat the system and get cleared. So, and that very day when I was having this evaluation, we are much, about 50 of us were there, we are having one issue or the other. To the extent that one of the senior officials of NYC was asking that why is it you guys from Benin and Togo that are always having this problem? You have incomplete stamp. You are brandishing different type of residency permit and all sort of that. So the man he sent us away. So, but we had to go back and derive a new strategy to beat the system.
Right. And looking at what we're dealing with here, the scale of it, how long does it take to acquire this fake certificates? And also, how easy is it? Plus, just to add to that, is there a chance that you're dealing with rogue elements, or are you saying the school is well aware and is in bed with all these elements that are making it easy for people to shop these degrees?
I feel I can say it confidently that the school is aware of this. So they are only trying to watch themselves. They want to, so that
Umar, I think you're going to have to unmute your microphone because we've lost your audio for a bit. I think you're going to have to unmute your microphone.
hello?
Yeah, so go ahead. Just unmute your microphone and go ahead, please.
Okay. So, uh, as I was saying, I said the management is aware. They are very aware of this. So they just issued that statement to to clear their name so that it won't be as if they did not react. But the statement is self-indicting, and they were only trying to be clever by how they are aware. They know what they are doing.
Okay, and about the timing, how long did it take you to acquire this? Did you have to travel to Benin
Okay,
Republic?
so
And
yeah, it took
also,
me
how
just
much did
six
it
weeks,
actually cost
less
to
than
even
two
get
months.
this degree?
Yeah, it took me less than 2 months, and I didn't travel. I just placed I just placed an order, just the way you ordered for your pizza or ice cream, and you give them your location and they delivered it to you. So I got it in less than 2 months. Yeah.
All right,
I made
just
payment in
before.
December 27, and I got the certificate and transcript on February 17, 2023.
Your reaction to how the government is reacting to this, because after banning the certificates or certification or accreditation generally from Benin and Togo, they have now gone further to shut down activities of some institutions in the country, from the United States, from the UK, and also from Ghana here. Do you think that this is enough sign to show that the government is stepping up? Because for most people, this has been an open secret for years.
Yeah, I think well, first of all, we must commend the government for taking this decision. You get so, and for me also, I feel it's a proud moment for me to have seen that government reacted in this way. But beyond that, I would also like to see that government go a step further to make sure that, because this is not the first time we are saying this kind of statement. The former minister issued similar statement and directive, tried to clean up the system, but obviously seems there are some rackets within the system that doesn't want things should be they don't want these things to get away. So I really like to see that this investigation is completed and those responsible are brought to book.
Right. Okay, Umar, we're going to have to leave it here for now. Thank you very much for the fantastic piece, and I really appreciate you for sparing the time to join us on the news update.
All
Thank you
right.
most kindly.
Thank you for having me.
Right. Okay. Moving on now, the Federal Road Safety Corps has announced the redeployment of three senior officials, including 2 deputy corps marshals in the commission. Now, the deputy corps public relations officer, Charles Edem, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday. He says that the deployment is set to boost existing efforts of the corps towards creating a safer monitoring environment. According to Edem, those affected include the former FRC spokesperson, Bisi Kazim, who has been moved to the training department of the national headquarters in Abuja. Others include Deputy Corps Marshal Shehu Al-Ali Zaki, who was redeployed to the Department of Operations, while Jonas Agu is to take over as the administration of the Corps' Public Education Office. To Kano State, where Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf has described the appointments of new permanent secretaries and senior special advisors as a product of due diligence and good governance. Speaking while swearing in the 21 new permanent secretaries and 14 special advisors on Tuesday, the governor says the choice of the appointees was done after careful consideration. The governor appreciated the State Assembly for their synergy in approving the appointments in time.
It is very remarkable that you are during the government term and the unique period of the new year 2024. It is indeed a critical period, but an important period for our administration that is forged and fully prepared to commence the implementation of policies, programs, and services to tangibly improve the well-being of its citizens and contribute to the sustainable growth, prosperity, and development of our state. As passing the requisite competencies and experience in your respective fields of endeavor, I expect from you quality advice and innovative thinking to invent new approaches and strategies to solve challenges inhibiting progress within the administration.
You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up ahead, Nigerians decry non-implementation of 50% transport fare subsidy as festive period ends. More on this and many other stories up ahead after the break. Welcome back to the news. Here's a quick reminder of our top stories. Suspected assassin Storm Supermarket in Abuja killed 4 persons. Boko Haram attacked Chibok community again, killing 12 persons. To Imo State now, where the First Lady, Chioma Uzodimma, has welcomed the first baby born in the state in the new year. Christine Somtochukwu, the First Lady, alongside top government officials from the Ministry of Women Affairs, received the baby boy at the Imo Specialist Hospital. Trust TV's Ajibade Praise tells us more.
Upon her arrival at the hospital, the first baby of the year, a boy, was named Somtochukwu, which translated to collective thanksgiving to God. In her remark, the First Lady expressed optimism that the year 2024 will be favorable to all law-abiding residents of the state and urged them not to lose faith in God.
It's a year of blessings, and I can feel it. I can feel the positivity entering into this new year. And I know this year is a year of answered prayers. It's a year of restoration. It's a year of manifestation. And all I'll say is for our women, our girl child, even our men, and entire Igbo people to keep the hope alive.
The First Lady, who offered prayers for baby Somtochukwu, also presented gift items and cash to the family. Other babies and patients in the hospital also got her attention.
And be positive. I know that God is a God that doesn't sleep, and He doesn't slumber, and His words are yeah and amen. He doesn't say a thing and it doesn't come to pass. So we should keep trusting God, have faith in God. I know that this year is a better and a best year for us all as Nigerians and as Enugu State.
The grandmother of the first baby, Somtochukwu, thanked the First Lady for the honor and prayed for the general good of Imo State. Ajibade Praise, Trust TV News, Owerri.
Now, Nigerians are getting back to work and their regular routines following the conclusion of the festivities for the New Year and Christmas period. However, many are facing increased transport fares due to what they describe as the non-implementation of the 50% transport fare subsidy announced by President Tinubu just before Christmas. Ibrahim Ismail tells us more about views of a cross-section of residents in Abuja.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, employed by government or private entities, are streaming back to their workplaces after the Christmas and New Year break. Despite potential financial strain from holiday expenses, the ailing state of the economy is further exacerbating their challenges.
For me, what the government should have done was to subsidize fuel for us for this period. Because this one obviously didn't work, and it will not even work. You understand? What you should have done was, okay, for this period, for these 2 weeks, we are going to subsidize fuel for all Nigerians. That is how it's going to get to all Nigerians.
It's not easy. Coming back from the journey is not easy. So, and our president promised to give us free vehicle to travel and come back the other time. And there's nothing like that. We didn't see anything of such. Please, as a president, always make sure you monitor your whatever you have promised. Make sure you monitor them to make it to come to pass, so that it will not look as if a whole president of a country is lying.
Passengers express frustration over the poor implementation of the federal government's transport subsidy, while transport workers claim they have received no support from the government during the festive period.
The
Despite that, the federal government promise of giving 50%. It's a verbal promise. You do not see anything, nothing like that in this park. We have been here, do not see anything about the 50%. So, but the participants are coming, thinking that what they promise they will go on it. But as soon as they come, even hence we do not see them, they will pay their money. Nobody, I can testify from here to even the office of the Senate or the president himself.
On a positive note, a visit to the Idu train station in Abuja reveals that Nigerians are still benefiting from the free train rides approved by the Tinubu administration.
Things together, remember that kind of school fees and the rest of those are going to be paid. So I'm happy about that. So everyone understands their pressure and kind of responsibilities placed on them. So it's okay, it's fine.
Regarding the commuter turnout at the Idu train station, the management notes that the number of travelers returning from Kaduna to Abuja surpasses those leaving the city, likely linked to the resumption of duties after the festival break.
The influx of people before now were those people moving from Abuja down to Kaduna. Here at Idu station, you will discover that the influx of persons from here and Kubwa were more compared to that of Kaduna. As at this present time, the influx of persons now shift back to Kaduna, because these are the period that people are turning back to resume through their various offices, starting from today.
The federal government's 50% fare cuts and free train rides are scheduled to end on January 4th, 2024, leaving especially workers with no choice but to return to their jobs. Ibrahim Ismail, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Staying with developments in the transportation sector, the Nigeria Railway Corporation says it has completed preparations to begin night operations in the second quarter of this year. Managing Director of the corporation, Fidet Okiria, who stated this in an interview, said lack of night operations was limiting the NRC as trains are designed to continue indefinitely. Okiria said the NRC, through night operation, intends to bring back passenger and goods trains from Port Harcourt to Aba, Lagos to Kano and Kaduna because of the dry ports. Now, according to the NRC Director General, the operations will increase the number of train trips from Lagos to Ibadan, Warri to Itakpe and Abuja to Kaduna to 6, which means the trips will be 3 times to and 3 times fro, making 6 trips in a day. To developments on the international scene, we start in the United States, where former U.S. President Donald Trump has filed an appeal on Tuesday against a ruling of the top election official in Maine that will keep him off the presidential ballot in the northeastern state. Maine last week joined Colorado in barring Trump from appearing on the primary ballot because of his role in January 6, 2021 assault on the U.S. Capitol by his supporters. Trump's attorneys urged the Maine Superior Court to toss out the ruling by Maine Secretary of State Sheena Bellows, a Democrat, calling her a biased decision maker who acted in an arbitrary and capricious manner. The Colorado Supreme Court ruled last month that Trump, the front-runner of the 2024 Republican presidential nomination, is ineligible to appear on the presidential primary ballot in the western state because of the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Section 3 of the 14th Amendment bars anyone from holding public office if they engage in insurrection or rebellion after once pledging to support and defend the Constitution. Still staying in the United States, the president of Harvard University, Claudine Gay, has resigned on Tuesday. The prestigious U.S. school's student newspaper reported after she faced criticism over allegations of plagiarism and her handling of anti-Semitism on the campus. Gay was criticized in recent months after reports surfaced alleging that she did not properly cite scholarly sources in her academic work. Her time was the shortest presidency in the university's history. The most recent accusation came on Tuesday publishing anonymously in a conservative online outlet. Gay was also engulfed by scandal after she declined to say unequivocally whether calling for genocide of Jews violated Harvard's code of conduct during the testimony to the Congress of the United States alongside the heads of MIT and the University of Pennsylvania. Although more than 70 lawmakers, including 2 Democrats, called for her resignation, while a number of high-profile Harvard alumni and donors have called for her departure, more than 700 Harvard faculty members, however, signed a letter supporting her stay in office. Well, that's it. You're up to date with the latest news stories at this hour. We'll be back later at 2 o'clock with more news stories. For now, follow us across our social media platforms to catch up with more news contents, and you can take a look at our website, trusttv.com. My name is Abdullah Ahmed. Thank you for watching.